Hello, this is Kinninigan from RagingReptilian.com. What I'm going to do, because I have none of the clips on this current channel, and I am in the process of actually making the documentary, which I may just upload to YouTube and offer, I'm not sure what I'm going to do there, but basically everyone knows back in September I went to Las Vegas, Nevada, and Area 51. And I am going to share some of those pictures and videos with you of UFOs, me at Area 51, and even some of the, amazingly, I got back a few videos I thought I had lost completely, but thank God one of the officers of my company who lives out there had them backed up and he was able to send them to me. And it's kind of funny because somebody in an email recently, made something about saying something about suntan. I just want to show you something. These were the update videos that I was doing while I was out in Vegas. This one, I think, that's Fremont Street right there. Now, I'm going to turn, you're not going to be able to hear the volume on here. It's not important what I'm saying, but look, this is the first day I got there. Really, literally, after landing off the plane. Now, I want to show you something. Day 2. You see how tan I am? Yes, I actually suntan. My mother did one of those Ancestry.com things, and it came back that I actually have part Greek in my blood, like Mediterranean. I'm Irish, German, Greek, Scottish, and Welsh. And yes, I actually suntan, and I don't wear sunglasses. So these were these update videos I was making as I was out there. This was me, this is Sam's Town Casino, is where I was. The first day I got there, I found the, here is the next day. You see how tan I'm getting, yeah. If I would have stayed out, it was actually raining that day. Raining in the desert. So yeah, if I would have stayed out in Las Vegas for a few more weeks, I probably would have looked like a blonde Mexican, right? I'm actually built for the sun. I need to go to a warmer climate because, I can suntan. So let's, that's when I was in Vegas. Now we're going to start looking at some interesting things. These videos I took off 2 different cameras, so you're going to notice some a little bit of a difference. Some was in HD and some was on a standard camera. These are some pictures I'm going to share that I took. This is Spring Mountain. This overlooks Desert View overlooks Spring Mountain's National Recreation Area. The reason I like going through this video too, it puts me in a good mood. I didn't like the mood I was in last night, so the 10 days I spent in Las Vegas last year were probably the 10 best days I had that year. It was pretty awesome. And you see these flowers behind here? I had a friend that I was talking to while I was out in Vegas, and I actually took some of these flowers and some of the pine cones from the trees here and brought them home as a souvenir for somebody. And I actually got them through TSA security. I was surprised that, yeah, there's pine trees around here. And this is a hotel that's out in the middle of nowhere. It's called Overlook Hotel. Pretty crazy stuff. Now, supposedly Spring Mountain in the winter, you can go skiing there. Yes, you can go skiing right outside Las Vegas. When you go to Area 51, you go through the mountains and then you come back down. So you go up in elevation and you come back down. And then once you get back down past that mountain range, it's all flat. And then, well, you get the idea. And then it's just, this is the scenery. You just get these mountains out here. Breathtaking, isn't it? And look how clear the skies are. No chemtrails. They do not chemtrail around Area 51. And you can see the clouds right on the salt flats. It's pretty cool. This is me. The tour guide got me to put the alien mask on because now they took me on a private tour because they found out I was Kinninigan, so I got to go to the Mercury part of the base, which is where they don't take most people. Plus, he knew I was ex-military and I could handle myself more or less, because it does make a difference when you're out in an area like this. You need to be careful from everything from you have to go take a leak or something. You're in the middle of nowhere. You got to watch out for scorpions, and that's why I had boots on. Rattlesnakes, all kinds of stuff. Luckily, I didn't run into any of that. But yeah, you got to be careful because you cannot see anything. It was pitch black dark. So that was me playing around. My tour guide was taking some pictures with the alien. They scare people on the tours with the alien mask sometimes. So, okay, this was me. Now, this is when my buddy, the tour guide, was trying to take a picture of me, and this truck back here was jamming my digital camera. It's not a tow truck. This is the line right here that you can't cross. Back here, this is the Mercury base. And then past this ridge right here, see, they were jamming the digital camera. And I made a video about this, and look what they're doing. This was decoyed as a tow truck. What is a tow truck doing at the gate of Area 51 with a car on the back? It's not a tow truck. It was probably some type of jamming equipment. See, then after the truck left, this was the thumbnail I did on that video. After the truck leaves, we take another picture with the same camera. No jamming. It's crystal clear. Strange technology out there. I don't know how they jammed a digital camera. And, you know, the truck left and it was clear. This base right here, this is where they fly the drones from. The ones that are bombing the Middle East right now, the Predator drones. This is where they actually launch and operate them from. Forget the name of the actual base. I have a script written for the documentary with the names for all these. I just wanted to go through these quickly. More pics of the mountains. That's the salt flats. Some of the pine trees. So, okay, now let's look at some video. Some good stuff. Okay, what I'm going to show you first, we're going to do this. We're going to go back. I have this folder here. These are some of the HD videos I had taken driving out to Area 51. Different scenery. Now, see, this is shot on an HD camera. You can tell it's formatted HD. Really nice scenery, right? So that was when driving out. Now I want to just show you a few more clips here of just some. This is around nighttime when it's starting to get dark. This is actually us. Yeah, I want to show you guys something crazy. When my tour guide took me to Area 51, and he says we're going to a part of the base where most people don't go, we went through a gate, and then we're driving up this service outlet, and we came to a. I'll show you the video in here. We came to a part to one of the underground military installations, and it looked like a service valve where they either pump in water or fuel or stuff like that. Pretty crazy stuff. I'll show you when we're actually going through the gate here. But, no, that's not the video there. Oh, here it is. Yes, it is. Well, it's the one before that. I should have named these. Yeah, now look at this. If you're going, you see he's got his Area 51 shirt on. This is my Native American tour guide. This guy is great. And he says when I go back out to Vegas again, he wants me to spend about 3 days with him. He's going to take me all around the desert around there and show me all kinds of neat sights. Stuff that, because he's Indian, he can get access to some areas that we can't. So that's pretty interesting. I have a text message beeping over there. That's okay. So yeah, it's pretty weird, you know. Can you imagine going on a? I'm like, we're going through this gate. He's like, yeah, don't worry. I'm like, yeah. We were literally right next to the base when we were here, from where we were filming the UFOs from. Pretty insane. Now here is some of the footage when it got a little bit darker out. I'll try to show you. Well, this one's bad. Oh, this is freaky. Okay, I didn't. All right, this. Yeah, that is a grave marker. My tour guide takes me out to the place and it gets dark. He says, Ken, over there, look. He goes, there's a grave marker there, and I don't know how long it's been there. It looked old. There's no name on it. It's just this cross in the middle of the desert near Area 51. And how old it is, who was buried there, I don't know. But isn't that just some freaky stuff? And look how dark it is. You can barely see it until you walk right up on it. Some strange stuff around Area 51. Imagine walking up on that, and it was just in the middle of nowhere. Very strange. Now this is kind of as the sun is setting. This is the Mercury installation back here. Mercury is one of the underground installations. That was a probe I was following around that was floating. Yeah, well, we'll get to the UFOs in a second, because it gets pretty So I wanted to make this video with you people because when I make the documentary, it's obviously not going to be the same. So I just kind of just wanted to go over the videos with you and talk about them. Obviously, yeah, pretty weird stuff. This video, yeah, this one is too dark to actually see anything. What I'm going to have to do is turn the lighting down in the video editor. So basically my HD camera wasn't picking up the night sky. So my tour guide had these. He had an HD night vision camera, and these are some of the UFO. This is, now look, this is us, and it's pitch black outside. He was taking this video. This is me. This is my tour guide's assistant. These are laser pointers right here. That was the HD camera I'm using. So we can't see each other. He says, put your fingers up. He's got night vision on right there. Yeah, wasn't that pretty neat? Because you can't see anything. It's pitch black here. So we're at the table. I don't have the night vision on because I'm on cigarette break. And the deal was with the guy, because this is expensive equipment he had, the night vision goggles and all that. So the deal was, Kenny, when you smoke a cigarette, just don't use any of the equipment. No big deal. That's fine. I could deal with that. Yeah, but this is the tour guide here. He comes out. This guy, we had everything we needed, included a 30-06 rifle, too, because he says, you don't know what you're going to run up against in the desert. Not from the Area 51 employees. We wouldn't. We're talking about animals, all kinds of stuff that could be out here. This was, yeah, pretty crazy to be out here. So we had a table set up, and this is what I'm doing all night. He told us to throw up the peace signs. Pretty insane, huh? The next footage here. Now things are going to start to get a little interesting. What this is, these are those laser pointers I just pointed out. What he's pointing at in the sky here are UFOs that are flying above us. Now, what else we were seeing? We're seeing these lightning strikes like they come in the back, and they didn't make any noise or anything. So we're kind of wondering to ourselves, you know, are these UFOs harnessing some type of electricity from the atmosphere and pulling it in as a power source for the UFOs? Because the lightning wasn't making any sounds. It was like dry lightning, and we saw hundreds of these lightning strikes. There they go, right there. And the UFOs weren't making any sound. So, in the document, yeah, and you could see them. We pointed them out, and you see them flying there. Show you again. Those are not satellites. They're pulsating also. And there's many of them. They're flying in formation right there. You see these two? They got into a triangle formation. Nothing in Mother Nature or satellites or anything like that will get into a formation. Now, the thing that came down back here was a meteorite. I don't get to see skies like this in Philadelphia. You see everything out there. Now, here's some more UFO. See the lightning strikes. Yeah, I'll play that again. Yeah. You see them? This one right here, and it's even changing color a little bit. Going into like kind of, and it's pulsating and moving. And we saw a lot of these, and they were all these lightning strikes are going on too in the background. Now, we're going to go back. I figured out a way to film the UFOs from my from the night vision camera, and I'll show you in this video here. What I did was I have a digital camera here, Canon, and if anyone knows, you can take your digital camera, and when you zoom out, you'll get the lens will pop out a little bit. So I stuck it into the eye socket of the night vision goggle and was able to film through it. So this night vision goggle, everything looks kind of greenish. This is more like what I'm used to in the military. This is what our Army night vision used to look like. See the lightning strikes? Now this is how close we are to Mercury. This is why I was a little scared when he took this up that service road. This is surreal. So I was able to get the camera in there and film the night vision. because otherwise you can't see anything in the sky. And obviously you need night vision to see a lot of this stuff. And there were multiple UFOs out. Okay, obviously I had to stop the video to do something. You only get 15 minutes on Screencast-O-Matic, if anyone knows. So I do it in increments. But back to the clip here. So you'll see, as you see the lightning strikes there. And you'll see them point up at the pointer, and yeah, UFOs right up here. And these lightning strikes, like I said, they're not making any sound, and it's our belief they're using some type of, I don't know, I would call it Tesla technology, I don't know, where they can draw energy from the atmosphere or the clouds and cause lightning. Now, a few people, we even talked about this while we were out there, the idea of ball lightning, if anyone knows what that is. As I showed you with the 3 other UFOs that were flying in formation, this is not ball lightning. And yeah, they're pulsating. Pretty crazy. Everyone talks about UFOs, even myself, my whole life, until you actually see them with your own eyes. It is something that you can't explain. People told me when I came back, they said, "Ken, you had a lot of guts to do what you did, especially going right to the gates and then being as close as we was." Yeah, this is not somewhere you want to play around at, obviously. These camo guys can roll up on you anytime and basically confiscate all your equipment. Now, we'll look at this one here. Oh, and you know what the other weird thing is? I'll tell you. This is a shorter one. This is when I was first trying to, I believe, trying to film something. It's not as long, but okay, that's the Mercury base right there again. When I went on this trip, you have to sign a non-disclosure, well, not non-disclosure agreement, but an agreement stating that if anything happens to you, the Planet XVTV wasn't responsible. In that thing that you sign, he even has a clause in there: if you are abducted by aliens or taken by Area 51 security or killed out here. Yeah, because he's got to have anyone that goes on that tour sign a disclosure like that. This is not a family place where you go for your family and take on a day trip or something like that. you get the idea. This is, but there are places, most of the places that do tours around Area 51 go to the Alien Inn, and the extent as to where they get, there's the video, and I will show you in a second. Alright, but we were on the other side of the base where most people don't go, which is why we were seeing more UFO activity over here and why it was more active. Now, I love this clip right here. This was the first time, because we left Las Vegas, and obviously I'm in the truck. So this was the first time that he stopped and let me get out and walk in the desert. And it was surreal. That is a Joshua tree right there. This is the first time I've ever seen a Joshua tree. He told me about how the Native Americans, these trees have spikes on the thorns, and they can use them to hunt with. They're a natural, you see the spikes on the Joshua tree? They use them as like arrows. Yeah, that was, and you can see there's, except the road right there, there's nothing around. This is when we were getting a little bit closer. And these things, yeah, the Joshua tree is pretty awesome. They are actually mentioned in the Bible. U2 had that infamous album, The Joshua Tree, if anyone remembers. One more clip I wanted to show you. I gotta find it. Just bear with me here. I believe it is this one. Nah, just bear with me in a second. No, it's this one. I should have renamed the video files. This is it. and this is the one I'm going to kind of leave the video with, because this, we experienced the camera jamming first. I told you about that. Now this is after that truck leaves, right? And then we're able to film with the camera again because our cameras weren't being jammed. What we're doing right here is we look like we were leaving. And then when that tow truck that was jamming our camera drove away, then we came back. And then now we found out why that truck might have been there. See, he's filming me. I'm walking up to the gate. This is, you cross that line right there. You know, you look at this place and it doesn't really look like months, right? You cross that line, yeah, but you see what's coming up behind me? That is an Area 51 employee bus. The infamous buses that come in and out, and they take the employees in and out of the base. So I'm getting scared because we finally get the camera out. We're filming. He's filming. And then I hear a vehicle coming up behind me. And this truck was built like, I mean, this bus was built like a tank. I'd never seen a bus, and it was hauling ass. Like it wasn't going to stop for anyone. So now we got this. Now we got a this bus coming up right here. Yeah. So anyway, that's all I'm going to share for the video. I hope you enjoyed the clips. Like I said, I'm going to put the documentary together pretty soon and kind of make it more like a documentary. I just kind of want to do this loosely and just show people the clips and everything from while we were out there. It was pretty surreal. I plan on going out there again pretty soon. I hope you enjoyed the clips I shared. If there's any questions or comments, leave them below. And again, if anyone can help us out with Patreon or with donations, I will just keep creating content. Try to be a little more happy too. I'm sorry about last night, but watching these clips puts me in a good mood because I kind of like the desert and I want to go back to Vegas definitely. Some people go to Vegas, you know, they like the casinos and the strip. The strip was nice, but I want to go back and go see like the Grand Canyon and Valley of Fire and all that and take another tour and possibly even go to Area 51 again for some more footage. So if there's any questions or comments, leave them below. And until we speak again, this is Kinninigan, and take care.